Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you how to carry on Urgot jungle. It's off meta, but it's still really strong. You need to focus on full clearing early on because his clears are extremely strong. You can clear quickly and high HP as well. Right now, I'm just posting up for their invade to get down my ward. They have a pike, so you can always expect a hook-style champion to want to do an invade or a snare. Amumu is not likely to start in my jungle. I'm not going to bother warding over there, plus my teammates were late leaving base. For our runes, we have Press the Attack, Triumph, Tenacity, Last Stand, Free Boots, Approach with double AD and HP. It's the way to go. For our items, we're going to be rushing down an 87% win rate build. It is only out of 8 games though, so take it with a grain of salt. We're going to be pushing for Stride Breaker, into Black Cleaver, into Sterix. Level 1, you want W, and we're going to walk around it just like so. Get all of our passive on cooldown here. We're not going to bother to smite it because it was already below 600 health by the time we were done using passive against it. And now we're going to continue the full clear. We're going to get E now, auto attack in the E. The E gives you a big fat shield. Go ahead and smite this. Very nice. Your W later on in the game won't have a cooldown, and you can use it like an auto reset. Because your auto attack does more damage, but at the same time, in between autos, so your W is a very good way to fill in that damage. We're going to go to auto E, do a little twirly twirl. We want to try to get around the big one, though. It's having trouble there with the pathing a little bit. And you should die. Not quite. Oh, well. Okay, it's time to get a point in our Q. We'll go ahead, bop it with a Q, EW. And continue our full clear. Your worst matchups on Urgot don't necessarily exist because he's a very unexplored champion. And at the same time, his solos are strong. So it's basically going to be things that can consistently dodge your dash. I suppose like a Kindred would be something that would be annoying to play against. Get our twirl around him. Then we'll feed in some autos. Auto Q. Smite's on cooldown, so we're not going to bother some... Oh, well. You're dead now, buddy. I hope it was worth it. Get him with EW. No clue why this guy's in my jungle hole, but he's literally dead now. Down you go, buddy. He even got the smite off on my camp, which gave him a big heal. Instead of me getting the big heal. Rest in pepperoni, Amumu. He also had Conqueror as well. EW. Go and smite that down. Level 4. We'll move on to Scuttle Crab here. Max our W first. E second and Q last. You can tell which leg is activatable based off of its glowing bright green. I don't want to use my W because I have a potential gank here to do. Top lane's actually kind of gankable. Yeah, Amumu did a 4 camp clear invade. Very peculiar for an Amumu. I guess he just thought since I was Urgot it would be free. We're going to go ahead and get him with the E. Get his red buff as well. Get him with our Q. That's actually really solid for us. He's probably going to try to take that now, thinking I wouldn't chase. But I am going to, because I'm big boy Urgot. Got his ward. Go ahead and get him with a QE. This guy's a nuisance. He's almost dead. Yeah, down he goes. We get the Q on Alawi. And I'm chilling here. She doesn't kill me. My Cho'Gath's out of mana, though. She got the Soul Pull underneath turret as well. I'm assuming this isn't warded, but if she walks right at me, I'll know for sure. I'll go ahead and walk her down here. And get her with a Q into E. EW, we get the Flipperoo, and down she goes. Very greedy of her. I don't know if she had flash. She might have thought she wins that. Urgot E does so much damage. It's a huge shield and hard CC. It's a 3-in-1 ability. It also sets up your W. You want to turn on your W mid-dash on your E. That way you're able to pop your passive on them real quick as you're flipping them around. Get another point in our W and look for the reset here. So typically on Urgot, you're going to full clear gank, full clear gank, full clear gank, just like an Evelynn or Karthus would. This game got Kind of weird though with the Mumu doing random crap to me. He's a real tough guy. Limit testing. We want to go for Iron Spike first. Then we'll get as much stuff as we can out of base. The cool thing about Iron Spike is you can use it in the middle of your E. And you can't auto attack or really use any ability while you're flying through the air. All you can do is E flash. Or in this case, we can E flash Iron Spike or just E Iron Spike and get off that extra bit of damage. It's basically like a weak free auto attack. Kind of cool. You just got to remember to use it if you're not using it, and that's trouble. The cool thing about the Stride Breaker is it's going to slow everyone down in a team fight, making it easy to stay on top and shred them down with W. With that being said, you can go for a Titanic Rush, but it is a lower win rate and a lower pick rate than a Stride Breaker Rush. Something to keep in mind. Auto Q. Accidentally click past it there. Red buff's about to come up. Q's a 45% slow, gets bigger per level. Urgot doesn't really have any max health damage in his kit on anything. I guess the closest thing is his R to max health. Some percent based. You already got the scuttle. That sucks. I'm almost level 6 pre 7 minute 30. That's decent. Riven mid into Vigar. I would not want to be the Riven there. I feel like Vigar is really strong right now in this meta after they buffed him. Just I'll chew this up a bit. She takes a little bit of damage. I would like level 6 here. He's probably wondering like why I'm trolling his lane. He doesn't know that I was so close to level 6 and I just kind of needed it. Get him with an auto W. He slowed from my red buff. Down he goes. Get her with a Q. Into a flipperoo. Into an RW. And we yank her in. The best time to use your R is after your flip because it'll always throw them directly behind the position of where you grab them from. So it's free to land R if you can land your E. Riven was greedy there, not realizing my damage output. I'll go ahead and start up the Herald. Then we can probably kill Amumu on his red buff or whatever. Auto attack E. I want the shield. Also want to hit the snack. Oh yeah, so yeah, Urgot does have max health damage, but it comes from his passive. It's partly how he can clear his camp so quickly. His camps are super tanky this season. Oh, that's so annoying. He gets his R off that as well. I'll go ahead and get him with a flip. Got my W on. I mean, he's gonna die for it, but man, it's annoying. Down he goes. I don't think that's even worth it for him, honestly, because he's gonna lose a lot off that. Only source of percent-based damage, W. Yeah, I think he's just trying to help me, but I need this. I need the heal from it is the main thing. I think Amumu burned his R there. I might actually be able to kill him. Auto QW. I could go for a Lai. I'm not in a big rush though. I need to actually hurry up and get to the Amumu here. I might not even be able to get there in time now. Amumu clears his camps decently quick at this point. 900 on my smite. We'll get him with the Q, walk him down for an EW Iron Spike. And down he goes. Very spicy. That's what he gets for doing that shenanigan on that's what he gets for doing that on Herald. Got her with a Q. She's got nowhere to go, dude. She kind of wrecked herself there. E Iron Spike W. No one expects the Urgot damage. Get the little heal off that camp there. I can E flash this Riven here. A little nervous though. I don't have my R. I'm also sitting on a lot of gold to where I don't really need to take this fight. We need this dragon. Riven went for a Hex Drinker Rush. That's kind of desperate. Got the Stride Break now for your boots. They are very physical damage heavy. I think I'd rather have this. And then we'll push for our Black Cleaver into Sterix. You need to be super frontline heavy on Urgot. Once you go in, you can't really get out because you move slower when you're on your W. You don't have great base movement speed to begin with. It's only 330. And you're using your dash to typically go into a fight. So you can't really escape once you kind of start your offense. That's the whole point of the stride break, is to make sure they can't really get away. Hey, Riven, I could shoot the EWQ. This. You're dead, buddy. Urgot's damage output's insane if you can land the E, because it sets up your passive, which is a bunch of flat plus percent based. I can E flash onto Jhin here. I'll act like I'm scared of a Mumu. And then I'll go take this. He's gotten Dragon and Herald. I've gotten super, super fed off the tempo. Like when he went for Herald and then he stole it but died because he shouldn't have done it, then I was able to get camps, kill him on his camp. And tempo really, really hard. We're going to get him with our E, stride break, QW. It's a juicy combo. I just straight up missed my R there. I do have stride break though. Again with my W. Ooh, Vigar putting out some deeps. Damage. Some big boy damage there. I'll get her with my E stride break. I'm hard whiffed my Q. I don't know why I shot it over there. Got her with smite W. And down Jhin goes. Greedy little bunghole. Pyke should be alive, so I'll go ahead and back off here. They have a lot of easy targets to flip, like the Amumu Alawi. Even Riven if she's being offensive. The hardest things to grab are champions that can spam dashes like Kindred and whatnot. Kindred's super, super annoying to try to tangle up. Perma-Q spam. Or LeBlanc. LeBlanc essentially has 4 dashes if she so chooses. You're never going to be able to land it on her. Auto W. Our W starting to get to the point where it doesn't really have a cooldown, to where we're going to auto W 3 times, auto W 3 times ish. Because we have slow attack speed. Our only attack speed's coming from this. Yeah, our W's max now, so we can perpetually hold it. So you're going to toggle it off and on in between your autos, since your autos actually do more damage when you do it that way. I'm going to go ahead and get her with the EW. Pop her with the R. Couldn't quite get the kill there. I was going to flash, but she was moving in such a weird way. I wasn't sure if she was going to flash it. Auto W. Wow. He actually kills there. Here comes the Pyke. Don't know where he thinks he's going. My Vigar is very fed. Hey, Jhin. Jin's probably going to use stride break here. Caught him out with the Q. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh well. I want to E-flash him so bad. I'm just worried he's going to use his Gale Force. I also don't really have to kill him necessarily, because we already have the gold advantage. EW stride break. If your passive is fully up, it's fine to stay in your W for longer to kind of work those edges a bit. Get your passive going. Auto W, get the smite on her. I'm going to go ahead and E for this. Down he goes. Get her with the... I think I missed my stride break there. That sucks. I accidentally put a point in my Q. We want max E second for the cooldown. Plus the shield gets higher and the damage goes up. You get everything. I'm going to move away from this Jhin. I have a feeling these guys are going to FF15. They're getting rolled pretty hard right now. Black Cleaver is going to destroy Amumu's armor stack. Absolutely obliterate him. Can't believe Jin's pushing mid right now. I'll hover just in case. Because he might want mid turret for the bounty gold it's going to give here. That's what Pyke's doing. Go ahead and E-flash. Absolutely miss. That's okay. Because now we walk him down. Goodbye, Jhin. We may have missed. But in the end, we still get what we want. I'll be taking these. Auto W. Very nice. Get a little bit of a heal off of it. Looks like Alawi's shoving up hard. She wants to kill Cho. Alawi's super hard to play against as a tanky kind of melee champ because she has a lot of percent-based damage. She's dead though. I was thinking about... Whoa, wait, what? Okay, maybe I should have R'd. I thought she was going to die 5 seconds sooner. It took forever for her to go down though. Yeah, it's about 4 autos for me right now. You can do 5 though off the W, so it's like auto 1 2 3 4 5, auto 1 2 3 4, auto 1 2 3 4, auto 1 2 3 4, and that's also because we have stride breaker as well, since it gives some attack speed. If you have less attack speed, you can get a 5th one in before your auto attack is actually ready. So I'm gonna ping that out. I do want to reset though for the black cleaver, and then we'll push into the Sterix here. Your E shield gets bigger the more physical damage you have and the more bonus HP you have. So the more bonus AD and bonus HP. It's kind of why every single one of these items we build gives HP and AD. It plays well into the shield. Urgot also has decent physical damage scalings on his passive Q, W, E, R. It's everything. It's just specifically for HP, it's on his E, auto W. And since our pass is up, we'll do a quick twirl. And that is free drag. We'll take it, man. Pike narrowly escaped death. All it takes is 1 Vague Cage and he's dead. I would R. I don't want to waste it though. He has to back off anyways. I don't know if his dash is up. You can do a lot more bush camping than I did on Urgot this game. I got to play very, very invade heavy since Amumu is a weak soloist. That was a much more fun way to play. A lot of times you just camp bush lanes after you full clear. You'll kind of just show up in a lane and wait, which is fine. Luckily, I didn't have to. Seriously? I guess she feels like that's worth it. Now she has 0 kill potential because she decided to do that. Very cool Riven. I don't want to waste Herald on that. And that's it. They quit. That's all they got in them. We'll go ahead and do a part 2 because this game was so short. I will see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. Up against a J4 this time. Should be an interesting game. They have a really strong level 1 invade with the Lux Ezreal. Good thing LeBlanc's keeping watch. She can start dash if need be. Yeah, the enemies are definitely trying something. Against champions that don't do full clears, like a Xin Zhao or a Jarvan, you have to ward your opposite side. Otherwise, you run the risk of them invading, especially now that you can farm the enemy's jungle just as fast as your own, like it should have been all along. So Jarvan might, for example, do red buff straight into my blue, so we'll lay this right here, and it can see the pit. So when he jumps over the pit, like if he goes that way, we'll see it coming. If you lay it in the bush, it won't see, to where if they go over and they hug this, they can go straight past it. Plus, this can still see over here, so you'd have to come all the way over and hug the wall tight instead of running neutral. So it ends up seeing both sides of it. Plus, whenever people invade when they can hop wall like a Kindred J4, they never go really for this way anyway. So they would go over the Dragon Pit, Baron Pit, whichever side it's on. We'll go ahead, auto into W, ring around the Rosie. And I kind of just want to smite it, but that's fine. That was a pretty decent leash. Urgot clears his first camp super fast since his passive. Auto attack into E. Auto attack W. Smite her down. Very nice. I love how healthy Urgot's clears are. He's like a healthy clearing version of Karthus. Hopefully you guys get to see the clear speed this game. Unlike the other game where Amumu messed it up for us. Go ahead. Auto attack into EW. Very nice. Go ahead and pull it out. We have the red buff burn on it. And it is going to troll me a little bit. Very cool. I love how fast they reset. So that's going to shave off about 6 seconds. That's all right, though. I really hate that. Go ahead and Q straight into E. Do a little twirly twirl. Probably can't gank a Riven with a Teemo, but I could counter gank the Jarvan, I suppose. Finish him off. Auto attack into E. Into a W. Oh, come on. It's not giving it to me, even though I'm clearly behind him on my front leg here. There it is. Go ahead and smite it here in a moment. There it is. Auto attack Q, W, E. Get the big old spin. So even with absolutely messing up Raptors, with Leash on Urgot, you can comfortably do pre-330s. And if I hadn't messed up Raptors, we would finish pre-320, I think. Pretty solid. Get another point in W. Auto W. I'll hold on to dash for the Jarvan just in case he shows up. Teemo reset, so we don't want to play topside right now. Wouldn't really make sense to. We go for the Heim. LeBlanc scaring him away. Got him with the Q. Down he goes. He's being greedy, man. I can't believe he actually stayed for that. She kind of just needs to push this so she can reset. I want to get him with an EW. He gets the knock up off on me. Get him with a Q while he's still CC'd. I have to run this way. He does have red buff and I don't have red buff, so got him with my auto attack. All E and Q. His turrets are kind of problematic though. His turrets are very, very annoying. I'm surprised they're still scrapping that out because they're missing so much health. I'll go ahead and reset. Once you can afford, your Iron Spike Whip is typically when you want it back. I like how it doesn't recommend Stride Breaker even though it's his highest win rate item. If for some reason you absolutely hate activatables, then go for Eclipse instead. Eclipse gives amazing mythic passive, probably the best mythic passive in the game. Movement speed and percent based armor penetration. Great scaling aspects to that when you think of Eclipse as an early game item when in fact the passive on it kind of makes it good early and late. EW Iron Spike. I'll go and smite that. I have no clue why he's even in my jungle right now. Wait, he has double longsword, so he ended up resetting. But he also didn't gank a lane. So it looks like he took my Raptors, so I'll do Wolves, Gromps, invade his top side. It's fine by me. Actually, Heim doesn't have flash. I could go mid right now. EW Iron Spike. Yeah, my passives are coming up. My legs are turning red, then they'll turn green. Nice. A lot of extra damage. Move on to Gromp here. I'll go mid in a moment. Level 6 is fairly important for Urgot. You can use your, like I said, Iron Spike or Stride Break in the middle of your E-Dash, or you can use it while you're in your W without canceling anything. Your W autos don't get canceled by casting abilities or items. Unless you Zhonya's, of course, but I don't know why you'd be building Zhonya's on Urgot. That'd be very weird. He doesn't have AP scalings. He's not Alistair. Let's see what's up over here real quick. I assume it's his, yeah, these are up. EW Iron Spike. Oh, he literally came at the worst time there. Like, legit. That's so annoying. If he had just gotten there a second later. We gotta leave. Riven could be here. LeBlanc gets the kill, though. That's pretty big. Get him with EW Iron Spike Q. He's trying to focus me down. And in fact, I'm gonna die here. At least my teammates get the kill. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. The Urgot isn't very squishy. I mean, we had the extra 116 shield plus high base HP. We'll go for Heartbound Axe, head back into our jungle. Man, if we had gotten those Krugs I might have actually been 6 there, maybe. I didn't need that much more XP for level 6. Very close. I'll look to take Dragon here in a moment. If I can get some bot prio, that'd be perfect. Wait, Jarvan's actually coming in my jungle. What a dirtbag. This guy's so annoying because he can't actually solo me. He's just showing up when all my abilities are on a cooldown. I think he's on the red buff is what's going, or on the dragon is what's going on here. Heimer also went missing. Yeah, he's literally doing it. Got him with the QEW. Iron Spike R. Missed my R. That's tragic. Get the kill on Heimer though. Auto in the Q. We'll take it. Might have been the world's ugliest Urgot R, but it turned out well. Add red buff, plus I do decent damage, and they're not fed, so they can't kill me quickly. Jarvan's not over here. We're safe to take it. Lux doesn't have level 6, and Ezreal's dead. There's nothing that could steal this. Nice. Jarvan is dead. I'm going to go invade his jungle immediately and punish this guy for being a goofball. He's playing really farm heavy on Jarvan. He's not ganking much. The best lane for him to have camped this game was probably the Riven. It's very hard to gank Yuumi right now. Yumi's kind of S+ tier. She has a 30-40% ban rate depending on the elo. Yuumi changes made her an absolute menace. I think he's going to be coming to his red buff here. We'll hit him with the EW Iron Spike. Yep. He's coming right here. I guess I'll go and help Teemo. Not sure where the Riven's at. I don't think he saw me there. I don't think he's within vision. Huh. I wish he would just come over here. Riven must have rage quit. The fact she's not actually over here is kind of weird. Should just took the red buff now. Oh, nice. That's actually really good. We'll go ahead and get him with an E flash, WQR, and cancel our W and walk out. Rest in pepperonis, Jarvan, you little turd burglar. I'll go take his red buff. I should have time. My passive's up. I have smite as well. And we do full damage against enemy jungle camps because Riot decided to make everything right again. Now I just want them to revert these jungle pets. The jungle pets are worse than Hunter's Talisman by a lot. Got the red buff. I do not want to gank Heimer with a low HP. That is a very bad idea, ganking a level 6 Heim. Missing a big chunk. Nothing good is going to come out of that. Bork really isn't that viable on Urgot. I'm pretty sure his W's nerfed for on-hit effect damage. Bork's a low win rate on him, so is Wit's End. He still gets a full value out of Cleaver since his W applies on-hit effects, so the Cleaver movement speed plus the armor shred on it is still fully activated in the 100% value. But actual damage application, I believe, is heavily nerfed. Otherwise, Urgot with Bork, if his W applied full damage output, probably have legit like an 85% win rate as a champion across the board. It's like every matchup. It'd simply be too good because Bork is really overloaded. Jarvan's going bot side. Wait, Riven didn't AFK. Huh. It's weird. Maybe we should just DC'd for a moment. I'm going to continue full clearing for drags. My R is on cooldown or if my flashes. I'm not in a huge hurry to gank if all my camps are up. Probably help out the LeBlanc here though. Get a point in our E. Auto W auto. Trying to get to this guy. His turrets do so much damage. Holy moly. I'm gonna peg this guy with my R. Didn't get the kill, but it felt right doing it. It felt so good. Little did he know that bush was control worded. Thank you for the Raptors, Jarvan. Appreciate you. He's still bot side. I'll head over top. Teemo's not a full item, neither is the Riven. And they're similar to CS too. Having a close matchup so far. EW Iron Spike, cute. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't count your leg even when you're well behind something. Urgot's got a weird hitbox. She's about to die. All he has to do is hit the turret. She doesn't have tier 2. She can't stay on him. All he's got to do is hit the turret. Not sure where Jarvan's at now. I'm getting a little sussed out. There's no way she actually resets here, right? Oh, you got the blind on her. Get her with the W. EW Iron Spike. She flashes out. She must think my R's up. Obviously, we know that it's not. Teemo blind's huge. Auto W. She loses turret and flash. I'm alright with that interaction. Jarvan has Eclipse. We don't want to fight this. Gotta leave ASAP. I have more gold than him. I simply haven't spent it though, so it's not going to really help me in that fight. Probably mad because I'm taking his camps. He's spending a lot of time bot side. We can pick up the stride break and go for these. And a bit of that and a bit of this. Grab red buff and dragon here. Teemo has Nash now. Riven's in trouble. She's super, super low. Can a tier 1 boots Riven escape a tier 2 boots Teemo? I think only if she goes over a wall. Oh my god, my champ stopped moving. No. Not like this. Go ahead and smite this. I don't need to ward. We're fine. Auto WQ. I can start toggling my auto attacks here as well. So auto 4 W's and then auto again. The only time we'll linger in W's if our passive's up on a bunch of legs and we're trying to swirl it around real quick. LeBlanc's popping off. Yeah, this game is wrapped. These guys are folding up real quick. Jarvan isn't able... Oh my god. Jarvan isn't able to find any real value here. Yumi's too OP. You can't gank her. You can't focus her or her carry. There's no way to get a kill. You can't gank LeBlanc. The only person you could gank was Teemo, and that's not really a lane he focused on too much. Lux is being a huge nuisance. Who does she think she is? Urgot snipes wards so freaking quick with auto W. With one sweeper, Urgot could probably break like 10 wards, no joke. Before the sweeper ends. Mixed in my Iron Spike there. Make sure we get that. I don't want to try to fight Heimer underneath his turret. Feels like a bad idea. Because it is a bad idea. Yeah, later, my dudes. That's cute. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not in a rush. I think we definitely win this, but not when we fight on Heimer turret. Get him with EW. Ooh, got her with the R. Smite. Not going to be able to finish her here. Get her with the attack Q. Flash it. Down she goes. If I had gotten the R on her, that would have been so much easier. He doesn't realize he's about to walk into a bunch of mushrooms here. Get him with the E flipper rune. Down he goes. Auto W. And then I'll be taking this. Power of Urgot, baby, versus a bunch of melee champs. Heimer needed to hold on to his stun grenade. They needed to hit me with that, not the Teemo. Teemo was very low priority there. With your Urgot E, you can go through most forms of CC if you time it properly. Because it's a startup. It's like a half a second. So right when you're about to BCC, you use the E. And then your dash will go through. They can only cancel it with a displacement or a grounding ability like Jinx Traps or Vex Sphere. once your E is actually moving forwards, but it starts out just standing still, and that's how you go through most forms of CC, crowd control. Wow, they're pushing in bot hard here. I have to rotate to that. Passive's getting on a very short cooldown per leg. It's about 5 seconds per leg. My goodness. Very short indeed. It's up for basically every single camp, every leg. Hey friend, auto W. Q, got the W on smite. Yup. Getting mulched. We're making some lawn material here out of Ezrealheim. Keep playing for dragons, we'll get soul, coast off that. It's easier to do that than force down turrets, because we want to keep farming and taking all the camps we can. I'm sitting on 3.5k. I have a level advantage though, so I don't necessarily have to back. I can still solo anyone on the map. Might be able to snipe Lux here. Oh, that was close. Thought she was going to walk back. Just kept going forward. Kind of want to reset for the drag. Sitting on 3.7 here. We'll pick up the cleaver and a big old chunk of Sterix. They have a lot of defensive power with the Lux Heim. Like I said, the main thing they needed was for Riven to stomp lane. And Teemo's easy enough to gank with Jarvan. That was their biggest win con. Zeri stays alive. And we can probably end here if they don't FF. Or at least get a bunch of turrets. Absolute heaps. Look, we get a free sweeper. If you sweeper after Herald, you have about a 2.5, 3 second window, then you get a free sweeper. Auto W, very cool. Love the turret focus. Didn't take much damage for it. Passive block plus green jungle item block. They lose 2 turrets in an inhib. It's unfortunate for them. EW and stride break. Down you go. Got Riven with the R. That is a fear. Down he goes. It's a triple dipple. I didn't do many auto attack cancels there. I should have. Your W is even shorter range than your auto attacks as well. Gonna go ahead and E out of that. Kind of need to get turrets and dragons here. We don't need more kills underneath turrets. We don't need it, boys. Don't do it. I'm going for drag. I'm not staying for kills. We're all sitting on a bunch of unspent gold here anyways. I'm not staying. I would recommend banning Yuumi. It's not fun to play against, and it's very overtuned right now. Her win rate's high, and her pick rate's very high, and her ban rate's really high. Champ's simply too strong. Simply too good. Riot said they wanted to change her balance, but they just made her better. She's stronger now than she's basically ever been. Her R is basically not even a skill shot anymore. Yeah, she gets to hop over. I'll go for the top here. Oh, I think she just gave me mana. Oh, baby. Sucker in. Very nice. A little bit of a kill still. Oh, well. I enjoy the Urgot animation. W doesn't even cost mana. Go ahead and E and W. Goodbye, Ezreal. Could flash for this potentially. Wait for him to get closer. Auto W. Yeah, I want to E flash this. I don't even think I need to. Oh no. This is bad. I'm gonna die. Turret did 2.3k. They didn't really do any damage there. I was trying to flash the Lux Q. I didn't recognize the animation. It was bad reaction time on my part. Everything is situational from here. You can go for pretty much any item and get decent enough value. I would say against their team, maybe Thornmail. Survivability. Still have some damage output. Not a huge fan of Ravenous. You know, I'll just go Titanic. Titanic's pretty good. High AD, high HP. We get good value out of every single ability off of it. Down goes the Zeri. The enemies are getting absolute loads of shutdown gold here. They're not that behind shutdown gold. If they kill me one more time, in terms of gold, they're about all caught up. Me and Yumi are the only ones on my team with shutdown gold, even though we have more than double their kills. Dragon's up in 3 minutes. That's what we'll play for. We'll kneel on it, coast on in. They don't have the type of comp that can beat Drax, so you have to have a Vega Arkel, 2 hyperscalers with lots of CC to beat a 4 drag. So that's assuming we group up. If people on our team just randomly do silly stuff and die solo, then sure, they can certainly beat 4 drag soul. Because having 4 dragons and a soul is a big difference between them having 3 and you having 4 dragons. Because if they almost have soul, they're still getting really high value from their dragons. Teemo doing a little bit of chasing. Don't know about that. Seems like a bad idea to chase a Heim who has a Rylai's. The LeBlanc outplay. What do you know? Oh, man. It's time to take turret or do Baron, one or the other. Lux is being a pest again. They're missing base turrets, so they don't have a good way to kill me. Turrets is their best tool at the moment. They don't have the damage other than Heim. Heim probably has the damage. And that is it. Looks like their morale's too low to risk dying and ruining their KDA anymore. Hey, Lux. Down goes the Heim. And that is a GG's. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.